I was an ugly kid. I was an ugly kid when I was... Not much has changed. I know what you're thinking. I was really thick. When I was a kid, I was really dumb. You know, in maths at school, you know when you used to... I used to sit in the dumb row right at the fucking back. You know, we used to sit in maths and recite the times tables. You used to just sit there. Like for instance, now, I use an accountant. Because I can't count. I can't fucking count. That's what, like in maths at school, I used to sit in the dumb row, right, and just recite the times table. You know, you used to do that. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 6. I never learnt any maths. I just learnt that rhythm. You know, I used to just sit there and go like that. So I go and see my accountant and he's like that. He's like, so what's your outgoings for this year, Mr. Evans? I go, that's easy, that's And we believe he knows what he's talking about, you know? He's got an office, he's wearing a suit, he knows what he's doing. Yeah, but you never see him working out in front of you, do you? I bet when you leave his office, he's like, goodbye, Mr. Evans, don't worry, we'll take care of everything. Goodbye, goodbye. And Somebody else who can't quite add up. I went to get my shoes repaired the other day, you know, but they can cut you a key in the same shop. Who come up with putting them two things together? Keys and shoes. I think it's the bloke who works in there. Have you seen him? You know, sniffing that fucking glue all day. You know, you walk in that shop, he's always behind the counter going, yeah, keys and shoes, you know what I mean? He's always got that black patch around his nose where he leant too far on his lathe, you know? Keys and shoes. Who come up with putting them two things together? Was the first key cutting shop a really fucking long walk away? You know, some bloke walked for days. I walked for days to get this key cut. You couldn't do me shoes, could you? You can call up an emergency locksmith 24 hours a day. They come around your house, change all your locks. We had to do that a little while ago. You know, this locksmith, he come around our house, he knocks on our door. My wife went, well, answer the door then. I went, no, let's see how good he is. Well, you've got to be careful, you know, you let in your house. Like my wife, right, she's a highly intelligent woman. We needed a plumber a little while ago. She just gets one randomly off the internet. I said, look, who is he? He's the plumber. Yeah, but if he was a murderer, he wouldn't have that on his website, would he? Big picture of him holding a knife going, no job too small. You got to watch out. You see all these programs like Road Traders, you got to watch out these days, you know? I mean, you let a plumber in your house, you know he's going to be able to go at your pipes when you're not looking. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. He'd be standing in your kitchen going, yeah, I see your problem. What it is you're highly gullible, you see. For example, when I stick my screwdriver in that pipe, look, when I take it out, there's water pissing out there now. I mean, that's not right. And your boiler, don't get me started on your boiler. Look at that, look. Look at that. Someone's been having a go at that with an hammer. I mean, you watch Crime Watch, it shits you up, gets you all worried, Crime Watch. You know, because on Crime Watch, they always say the same thing. Beware a professional con men. What? There's amateur ones out there then, is there? Some bloke knocks on your door. Hello, love, I'm from the telephone company. Come to read your meter. So when I was a kid, we were worried about security where we lived, but we couldn't afford a bigger dog, so my mum just back home the Jack Russell. I mean, you watch the news, it shits you up. Did you see all the riots in that in London? Have you noticed every time there's a march that goes through any city, the bloke at the front with the megaphone, have you noticed? He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing there. He has to ask everybody else, what do we want? Everyone has to tell him, no more cuts. When do we want it? Now. You try watching the news. You can't watch the news anymore. It's impossible. They've got the football scores gone across the screen one way, the Dow Jones Index gone across the screen the other. You paid £1 million for a giant flat screen TV and they squeeze a newsreader in a 4-inch gap going like, here's the news. It's impossible. They try anything to stop us watching the news. They say the next piece contains flash photography. What they're saying is they don't want any epileptics to see what's coming up next. Fucking leave them alone. What if you suffer from that and you're a photographer? It must be a nightmare, you know? Have you taken it yet? Fucking hell, you all right, mate? Cut that. try anything to stop us watching the news. They say the next piece contains graphic scenes that some viewers may find disturbing. I don't know about you, but the first thing I reach for is a remote. Shut up, there's something fucking good on for once. And the satellite link, good luck with watching the satellite link on the news. You can't watch it, it's impossible. They keep losing reception. They go, and now over to John in the middle of Libya. Be some bloke in the middle of Libya going, I am in the middle of Libya.